Thank you for sitting down with me.
Sure.
Um, just to get started, if you could just introduce yourself, your role or your relationship to Mary's Place, and then how you first got involved with the organization.
Hi, I'm Linda Mitchell. I'm the Chief Communications and Government Affairs Officer at Mary's Place. And I first got involved with Mary's Place I think it's been about 11 years ago now. Dan McGrady, who was a board member at the time, kept telling me I should get involved with Mary's Place. And I said I didn't have time and I didn't have time. And then one day I did sit down with the folks at Mary's Place and just fell in love with the organization and the work they were doing and really the needs that they had in communications, and felt like I could really bring something to that need that they had. So I chartered the first communications committee then. This was in I want to say 2010 or 2011, maybe 2011. And some of the members of the communications committee then are still active members now. And Manu Reisinger is on the board now, and John Spitzer has been a long-time graphic designer for Mary's Place. So, and Maurice is still on the committee. So we've been together a long time doing this work. I joined the board for a little while. I spent about a year or so on the board, and then left the board when I became a contractor to Mary's Place doing communications work, and then joined as staff as Chief Communications Officer I think it's been about 5 years now. So it's been quite a while in different roles in the organization.
Great. Do you have a favorite memory of Mary's Place?
Oh, I have so many favorite memories. I think I have been, when I started with the organization, even as a volunteer, I was really active. And I think there were probably 20 of us. And it was just a really fun, scrappy organization. So that was really fun, just, kind of making it up as we go, and always the energy to meet the need, whatever the need was. It was really, and still is, an organization of yes, whatever needs to be done to meet the need of the families outside, then we're going to do it. And we're going to find a way to do it. And I remember, when social media, Facebook became a thing. We had a presence on social media, and Marty used to call it, and still does, the magic lamp, because whatever we would put out on Facebook that we needed, somebody would deliver. No matter what it was, I would say, oh, that's crazy. Nobody's going to be able to do that. And sure enough, we'd get one or two people that would say, I can do that. So that was always really fun. I think, too, I was in a really great position to be able to sit down with families and women and meet them, where they were, either in shelter or in their homes, to be able to capture those stories for our communications work. And that was always such an honor and really eye-opening to be able to have those conversations in such an intimate setting with them, that I always really love those opportunities.
Mm-hmm. What impact did you see Mary's Place have in the community?
Well, over time, Mary's Place just became this really credible voice, and a big voice for families. And to be able to use that voice to really make a difference and to bring awareness to the issue of what families and children are experiencing in our community that are outside, and the trauma that they're going through, and the impact that has. I think that has been, probably the biggest impact that Mary's Place has had.
Mm-hmm. How, over your time working at the organization, have you seen it change and grow?
Well, it started with, 20 people in one office, and now it's, nearly 300, and a budget of, $30 million. So it's become a big organization. It's more professional. It's more data driven. It's having, bigger and bigger impacts. It's become more credible, and, really a go-to source for family homelessness in the community. And that's been really fun to watch. just the numbers and people we've been able to help, the programs that we've been able to implement. I think that's been, a big impact.
Mm-hmm. Can you think of an event, or if you can't think of one event, like a time period that's particularly important to the history of the organization?
Yeah, I think there were several, big milestones. For me, when I first came on, Mary's Place didn't have a logo or a brand. They had lots of little logos and, taglines and what have you. But I think when I first came on, we had received a gift from Urban Visions, a branding company in Seattle, to do some branding and logo work, and that was really exciting. It was the first, I think that gave us a real professional image in the community. I think that really helped to move us along, and I know that did impact our ability to attract larger corporate partners like Amazon and Starbucks, and that was another big change in the organization, the ability to partner with some of those organizations that had those kind of resources. And of course, when we decided to start offering overnight shelter for families and develop this model of moving into empty buildings that were awaiting redevelopment. And that was, unique and interesting and a popular idea, and it attracted media attention. And I think those things were some pretty major milestones that really propelled the organization forward.
Mm-hmm. When you think about the future of the organization, what do you want to see?
I would like to see us really focus on driving the prevention model forward. Communicating to elected leaders and policymakers about the impact that keeping families in their homes can have, and how cost effective that is. Really communicating, and we are, the impact that being homeless can have, especially on children, and the long lasting impact. And that if we want to end adult homelessness, we need to end family homelessness. We need to keep children in their homes. And so I'm hoping that, we will be a driving force behind changing policy in our community and maybe even nationwide, so that we're more focused on keeping families in homes than in having to help them find their way back to homes.
Mm-hmm. And just finally today, is there anything that you want to share further to be a part of this project? Any other memories or experiences or insights?
I guess I would say, we're recording this as Marty Hartman is stepping down as the longtime executive director, and just what a privilege it's been to work with her at Mary's Place, and just the huge impact that she's had on the organization. So I just want to I want to mention that, if there is a big moment in Mary's Place history, it was, Marty founding the organization and really setting the tone and the culture for the work that we've been able to do. And I think that that's really important. I know that the organization is well set to move on from this point and really do some great things, but I want to make sure we credit and honor Marty for the work that she's done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me and sharing your experiences and your memories. And thank you for participating in this project.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Yeah.